Hello, welcome to, I guess it's gonna be my second video. We are currently November 24. We're almost in December, which is actually crazy because 2025 is almost over and I feel like nothing happened in 2025 except me finding my new obsession. Since November is almost over, I want to do my December TBR. I'm sorry if the lighting is weird. I'm just starting out, so it's gonna get better hopefully in the future. I just don't have a cute filming place with natural light, so I have to use I am gonna take my TBR jar, which I made like a week ago. I own close to 400 books on my physical TBR, so I think it's like 383 or something like that I still haven't read on my physical TBR. So yeah, I need to get through them. My TBR is not going down. So let's get to my TBR jar. My TBR jar is not like a cute reading jar that I see others have. Mine is very basic. It's just like a jar from Amazon that you store food in, and I just use it for my little papers. So I have prompts here. Some I found on a website, some I just made up. I mean, they probably already exist, but they just popped in my brain and I decided to use them. So also, these are my two main bookshelves, like the tall Billy bookshelves. I also have a small Billy bookshelf in my bedroom because I didn't have any more space here. But these here are more like my, I guess, mainstream books that I see more on TikTok. The bookshelf in my room has more like the rest of my books that I don't see as often on social media. I'm going to have to think about the books I also have in my bedroom, and I'm gonna have to keep walking back and forth to choose my books. Anyways, I don't know where to put this little mic. I got a DJI mic, like this is a baby mic and I love it. And the quality is way better because DJI, you know? However, I don't know what to do with it. I guess I could put it somewhere, but I don't know if the sound is gonna be good. I guess I'm gonna have to put it on my shirt. I honestly don't know what to think of it. I just hope it sounds good. I'm gonna test it out and come back. I tried it out, I listened back, and I love it. So the mic is gonna stay there. So I have read, I think, 73 books. This year I started reading in April. So I think that averages around 9 books a month that I read. So I think I'm gonna choose 9 prompts so I can have 9 books for my physical TBR, and I'll see if I read all of them. I'll see if maybe I add more books that I just want to read, you know? But I'm gonna choose 9 prompts. First prompt. Okay, so this is not gonna make sense if I just show it to you. It says bookshelf and row. So this means I'm gonna go on a random number generator, and since I have 3 bookshelves, I'm gonna tell it to choose from 1 to 3. So this is gonna be 1, 2, and the one in my bedroom is gonna be 3. And then I'm gonna count the number of rows I have in my bookshelves, and I'm gonna tell it to choose a number from that, and then I'm gonna choose a book from that row. I know it seems complicated, and I don't know, my brain just thought of it, and I thought, why not? Sure, let's go. So, random number generator. It hasn't yet generated. I put 1, 2, 3, so 2. So this is 2. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. So we're gonna generate from 1 to 6. 4. Okay, so shelf number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, see, on this shelf I have series. I have the Lightlark series, Cruel Prince, I have the Powerless series, I have the Crown of Nyaxia. So those are the series I have, and then I have my random little book there, which is Enigma. The thing is, do I want to start a series or do I just read Enigma? Also because I was thinking of doing like reading vlogs with OG series, I guess, book talk series. I feel like Light Lark, Powerless, they're kind of like OG, not really OG, but you know, everybody knows about them. So I would like to do a reading vlog, so I might choose Enigma, but at the same time, the Crowns of Nyaxia are separated in duets with novellas, so I could read, yeah, this is the Nightborn duet, so The Serpent and the Wings of Night, and also The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King are the first duet, so I could read just these two and then stop. But also, I don't really know if I should start a series, so I'm just gonna go with this. I'm gonna read Enigma. I have already read Gothicana. This. I have already read that and I really liked it. So I think I'm gonna like this too. It's dark romance. This is also set in, I guess, a Gothic university, college, what is it called? Academia. Dark academia romance. Yeah. So I like those. The sprayed edges are kind of meh. I really like the end pages art. So I don't really know what this is about. There are secrets she must uncover. There are secrets he must keep. She is the black sheep of her scandal-ridden wealthy family. She's obsessed with death. She goes to this university to hunt for answers about what happened to her perfect missing older sister. I'm not gonna read much more just because I kind of like to go in my books a little blind. First book, the prompts picked. We will pick another prompt, and it is it the right? Most recent release. How do I even check it? I don't necessarily buy recent release. Like, I'm not gonna stock a release to buy it on the day it releases or pre-order them. I don't know which one was the most recent one. I'm gonna spend a lot of time on Goodreads, I think. First published date. We're gonna go with that. First published date. Of course. Oh, but I cannot read that. So if I go like this, the first book would be Brimstone by Callie Hart. I do have it. I have it here. I also have Quicksilver, and I have not read Quicksilver, so I cannot choose Brimstone. We're gonna go to the next one, which is Your Knife, My Heart, and I'm very happy. This one was published on November 11th, so that's right here. I love Kia Moronova. I love her. I read The Fabric of Her Souls and I read Leave Me Behind, and just from that I decided she's gonna be an auto-buy author for me. Leave Me Behind, I gave it 4.75 stars, and the only thing I didn't like about it, well, not didn't like, but frustrated me, was the ending. If you know, you know. But it was nearly a 5-star for me. The Fabric of Our Souls, I think, was a 5-star. I love that book. And this is the first book in a duology, I think. The second book comes out December 9th, if I'm not wrong, and I already pre-ordered that because I know I'm gonna love it. And this is set in the same kind of world as Leave Me Behind. They're both in the dark forces and it's like dark romance. I love it. I also got a lot of books from her, and one thing I absolutely adore with Kia Moronova is the fact that she does her own drawings, and these are just spectacular. Like, look at this. You cannot tell me this is not just magnificent. And my nails kind of match. Ooh, this is a sign. Okay, I'm very excited to read this. Also, the sprayed edges. Do you see these knives? The second book, what is the second book? This is Your Knife, My Heart, My Blade, Your Back, something like that. But that is the second book in my December TBR. So now we get to pick another one. This is actually kind of fun. I don't know why I didn't want to do the prompts. It is fun. What does this say? Book with the worst rating. Reading is subjective. That is the motto. Reading is subjective. However, when a lot of people have the same opinion on a book, it usually means it's probably not that good, you know? So I'm again on Goodreads and I'm gonna put average rating and I will go, what is it? Promises and Pomegranates. This has an average rating of 3.5 stars with over 74,000 ratings. I'm gonna go get it. I don't really have the choice because this is the book with the worst rating in my actual physical TBR. So I don't think it's here, it's on my other shelf. So I'll be back. Give me 1 second. Here is the book. It's kind of a chunky one, and knowing people didn't really like it, so it's like 430 pages. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give this a chance. Who knows? I might be one of the people who really love it. So I'll give this a chance, I'll read it, and then I'll come back with my ratings and my December wrap-up. Oh, the year is almost over. I can't believe I'm gonna have to start writing 2026. That just feels wrong. So that was my third book. Now for the next one. I feel like these prompts I just picked are pretty cut and dry. It's not really searching for books. Hopefully the next ones are. Just to make it more interesting, because I feel like, I don't know. What does this one say? Nope. Book set in the current season. I already have a book in mind. Like, I don't really need to search, which again, is not that entertaining, I'm sorry. But this one, where are you? We are currently in, it's pretty much winter. It is winter in Canada. November is winter. We have snow outside. We have ice outside. I go to work at night and in the morning I have to defrost my car. It is very much winter in Canada. And I just received a book just recently. I received it like a couple of days ago, and it is Good Spirits by B.K. Borson. This is my first book by B.K. Borson, and I'm excited. I wasn't really sure about this. I saw it a lot on Amazon, I saw it on TikTok, but I wasn't really sure because I think he's like the ghost of Christmas past or something like that, and yeah. But then I got obsessed with this one YouTuber, well, booktuber, booktalker, one of the book girlies. Her name is Ellen Catherine, I think. Ellen, I love her, and she loved this book, and she loves B.K. Borson, and since I love her, I decided to go ahead with this. She gave this book 5 stars, and I'm hoping I do too. And look at these pretty edges. I might keep this like a little closer to Christmas, maybe, because it really gives Christmas vibes, but this will be a book set in the season of winter, and it's gonna be in my December TBR. Another prompt. Nope. Book without the word the or and in the title. What book do I want to read? I read The Wolf King and I wanted to read The Wolf Prince, but it has a the, so I cannot choose that. What will I choose? In the Veins of the Drowning. Assistant to the Villain. Why does every book have that in the title? Once Upon a Demon's Heart. Ooh, I know. I could maybe read Bride. And I know everybody has been reading the new release Mate from Ellie Hazelwood, so I could read Bride. I think I only read Deep End by Ali Hazelwood, and I DNF'd that book. I tried to read it 2 times, both times I DNF'd it. This seems to be really good, and there is a vampire bride and an alpha werewolf that make a dangerous alliance in this new paranormal romance. So this could be a very good choice. I also have Nightshade, also a very popular book talk book. I don't really see anything I'm really in the mood for. I guess I do have... This is a new book I got from my book outlet haul, Not Safe for Work. But I feel like Bride is the one I kind of pulled out first, and I think about that one. So I'm gonna go for Bride. Also, my battery is already dying. Was it that zoomed in? Whatever. We're back. So right now I have 5 books on my December TBR. Next prompt. Hopefully this one is... Nope. I always put them on the other side. Book with an animal on the cover. Didn't I just choose Bride? Well, I guess we're gonna go searching. What book has an animal on the cover that I want to read? Nope. I do see one that does have an animal on the cover. I have this one. This one is really cute. I love the edges. You have cats, like pixelated cats. You have a cat here. And you also have the little cat on the spine. This could be one. Does this one have a cat? Well, not a cat, an animal. No, this is out on a limb. I really want to read this book, and I will get to it one day. We have the serpent and the wolf, and you have a serpent around the sword. This is kind of like a smaller one. I'm not really 100% sure what it's about. Book Outlet had their $7.99 sale on fiction, so I got... This is a hardcover that I got for $7.99. This could be a choice. We are gonna go check on my other little bookshelf. This is my other bookshelf. It is very crammed in here. I have books behind books too. So I have a lot of things here I could choose from. Things that have an animal on the cover. This is a beautiful cover, but it does not have animals. This does not have an animal. This doesn't have an animal either. Does this have? Ooh, it does. This could be one. Wooing the Witch Queen. And I've also been interested in reading this. And we are back. So, my choices are Wooing the Witch Queen, that has a bird on it. We have the serpent and the wolf. And we have the 7-Year Itch with the little cat. I have a romance. I have 3 kind of darker romance. I have a paranormal romance. This would be a normal romance, romantasy, or I guess also romantasy. I know I'm gonna get to all these books eventually because, I mean, I didn't buy them just to look at them. I had bought them to read them. I will read them one day. I'm gonna go with the romantasy. I think I'm gonna go with the romantasy. It's on the smaller side. It's how many pages? Under 350 pages. So this should be a quick read. And it's a romantasy. So this is the book with an animal on the cover. I'm sure there are others. I know there are others. Wait. There's like a wolf, but is it really a wolf if it's metal? I made my choice. I'm not going back on my choice. The choice is made. The choice is made. Our 7th prompt here. Oh. A book with a person on the cover. I mean, most of them, all of them, have people on the cover. Ooh, I know what I want. I had a phase where I bought all the really popular books like Silver Elite, The Knight and the Moth. I bought Rose in Chains. I bought The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy. I bought them, and then I kind of got scared because there was so much hype, but also the opinions were really separated, so I didn't read them. And then I made my jar. I picked The Knight and the Moth, and I loved that book. I loved that book. So now I'm saying, what books have I missed on because I was scared to read them? This is the book I chose. Rose in Chains by Julie Soto. I have the pretty version, the normal pretty version with these. And this has person people on the cover. And I'm really excited to read this one. It's a dark romantic fantasy debut. The war is over, the dark forces have won, and the hero who was supposed to save them is dead. The prophecy lied. I have heard pretty good things about this, so I'm not as scared to go into it because most people liked it. So that would be our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7th book. We have 2 more left. So here we go. Book you've been putting off. A book I've been putting off? My whole TBR? What is a book I've been putting off, like really putting off? I feel like I have one that I've been putting off. That is also a TikTok classic-ish. Well, it's very known. I just don't know if I really want to read it. However, that's the thing, I've been putting it off. It's the start to a series too. Should I take it? Should I start it? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it now. If you see where my hand is going, you're gonna know which books I'm talking about. Yeah, I've been putting this off for so long. I have the whole collection. I'm just missing like 2 novellas. Well, not 2, but 2 books that each have 2 novellas inside. And I also have Watch Me, which is the first book in the series following Shatter Me. And book 2 is gonna come out in 2026, I think. So I should read Shatter Me, right? Right? I've been putting it off. I have. And it's like a classic. And I wanna know what's so cool about Aaron. Is it Aaron? Aaron Warner. We are going to pick the last prompt for my last book of my December TBR. And this is the one. Book with the best rating. Ooh, we're going another way. Book with the best rating. So we have the book with the worst, and I guess we're going book with the best. So the first one would be Kingdom of Ash. I cannot read that because I have not started the series. Next would be Severed Heart, here by Kate Stewart, which is the second book in, I think, the Ravenhood Legacy. It's after One Last Rainy Day, but it's also after the whole Ravenhood series, which is Flock, Exodus, and The Finish Line, which I have not read any of them, so I cannot read this one. Then we have Reverse by Kate Stewart 2. I haven't read Drive, which is the first book, so I cannot read this. And then we have Redeeming 6. No. No. I read Binding and Keeping 13. And just after that, it became my God tier series. I even bought the UK version of the books because I love it so much. I cannot continue this right now. I cannot. Also, I want to do a reread of the series and just read the whole series back to back, which is going to kill me. And after that, I will not be mentally stable, but it's fine. However, Redeeming 6 comes after Saving 6, which I have not read, so we're gonna go past that. We have Empire of Storms in the Throne of Glass, and Queen of Shadows, which is also in the Throne of Glass series, which I cannot read. And then the book that I can read is the Mindfuck series. I have really been wanting to read the book, and this is the book with all of, I think it's 5 novellas in the Mindfuck series. It's this one, this thick heavy book is the Mindfuck series. People really love this book. People really do. It has a 4.61 average rating with over 100,000 reviews. So this is a really loved book. And I know I'm gonna love it because it's a badass FMC who's the serial killer. Is she a serial killer? Well, she's the bad guy. And then the NMC is the detective on her case, but he doesn't know it's her. Yeah, so it's the complete Mindfuck series, book 1 to 5. This is the book with the most reviews that I can read. That is not part of a series I have not started. And I am really excited. I love badass FMCs. I also love the like killer detective trope, and then they both fall for each other without knowing who the other one is. I don't know if this is exactly that trope, but you get it. This feels exciting. Has my camera been crooked all this time? I'm so sorry, guys. Anyway, so this is the final book in my TBR. This, how many pages? 600 and something, 620 something. I know that some of these I can read in one day, one sitting, like Your Knife, My Heart. I think Good Spirits I could read very easily. Bride might take me a day and a half. I think I can get through these books. Now, how do I pick them up? Oh my god. I might also need to find some time to go to the gym because, damn, I'm weak. Ta-da! These are the books I'm gonna read, hopefully, in December. So we have the Mindfuck series, we have Shatter Me, Rose in Chains, The Serpent and the Wolf, Bride, Good Spirits, Promises and Pomegranates, Your Knife, My Heart, and Enigma. I hope they're worth the hype. I'm sure they will be. Anyways, these are the books I'm hopefully going to read in December. One of my next videos is going to be my November reading wrap-up. I feel like I entered a tiny slump. I haven't had a slump since I started, so it was kind of coming. I don't know what happened. So November's kind of been not that great reading-wise compared to October, where I read, I think, 14 books. If you want to see my November reading wrap-up, I'm going to make a video because I love doing this. It's just me talking to a camera, but I like it, and I love the little mic. If you have read any of these, let me know what you thought of them. If you have any ideas for prompts that you would like me to use, let me know also. I could add more prompts. If you watched this video, if you want to see me yap again in my next one, subscribe. If you want, you know, it's not really obligated, but you can subscribe. I would appreciate it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.